All right, welcome everybody to the first YouTube video. I'm just gonna record some asyncs and rando seeds. Let me actually add Discord to this scene because apparently I didn't add it.
Arnim Zola. Okay.
We're waiting on Hobbs to finish a Marvel Snap game, and then we will get underway. So, hello, YouTube.
They had the full combo. My game has ended. We can switch back now.
Awesome.
Yeah, that combo's really good. I want Arnim Zola. Okay, so diamond down arrow, right?
Yes, that is the hash I have.
Okay, good. I hope that I haven't done this one before.
I was gonna check, but then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna race this one, so I shouldn't look at it.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure because I haven't done a league setting since that one with Adam. So
yeah.
Well, besides the one I just did. Jesus Christ. Okay. I think I started auto trekking. I did. I am good to go then.
All right, I'm also good to go.
Okay, let's count it down. 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck.
Good luck to you. Okay.
All right. Well, that's a start.
It's a little dumb.
You ever want to know where Magnera is, just like instantly, or have it rather? Instantly?
We have more stuff.
I know I haven't looked at everything yet. Okay, that's a keyblade.
Uh-huh. I will say this seed is already very kind, and it makes me scared.
No, don't worry. We're never going to find a drive form.
I mean, it's kind in other ways, too.
This is it. Yeah.
Ooh, that was scary. Okay. I thought these settings started with scan.
I don't think that was the case.
Okay. I guess that last seed just happened to start with scan, so I thought it was.
Yeah, and since you thought you were doing 2 different seeds, you're like, okay, these settings have scan.
Yep. Well, and also, I think a lot of the other settings do have scan. A lot of the ones on the async sheet, so.
Yeah, I think this is one of the oldest settings on that sheet.
Yeah.
So
I like I'm always like, for a lot of cases, I prefer starting with less. So you gotta work more for it.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. But I understand that the people that participate are the ones that play rando the most, and they are the ones who are most annoyed when they don't have those things.
Sure.
So.
Yeah, because I started with finishing pluses 2 last time, and again, thought it was 2 different seats.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's like, for me, I like having to work for this stuff. But if I'm gonna do a like significantly harder thing, or if it's a showcase for
Yeah.
GDQ or whatever, then there's things I like to change. for
Yeah.
sure.
I think I agree with you though that like, the standard like 3 proof, no item waiting, no shenanigans should just be like you gotta find scan,
Yeah.
you gotta find finishing plus.
I want you to have to find your movement too, but
Yeah, yeah, that's the same thing.
I know some people just like opening chests basically, and so
Yeah.
starting with movement makes them do that, or be able to do that more and faster.
Okay. Let me know when you are done with
I might
Pride
be a
Lands.
step behind, yeah. Hey. Hey. Hold on. Hey. And a Buster Band. What?
Yeah. But yeah, following the trend, have light and darkness.
Yep, yep, of course.
All right. Do we want to call out anything, or are we just gonna?
Oh yeah, we can call out every 100.
Okay, sounds good.
Although it might be a little weird since like deaths and stuff are on, but
I mean,
yeah, whatever.
yeah, it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, we'll just call it 100 anyways.
Alrighty.
Not gonna die with once more. I mean, come on.
I know, seriously.
I definitely shouldn't have put it on before the next thing I did, but whatever.
I definitely didn't make that same mistake. Definitely didn't.
I'm always just like, I'm just gonna fucking put it on because otherwise I'll forget to put it on somewhere
Yeah.
more important, and it's
Uh-huh.
like, yeah,
Yeah, I'll take a couple seconds of time loss.
exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so YouTube. We just did Pride Lands. We got a bunch of good stuff. We have Magnera and Thunder. We're still going through the shotgun phase of the randomizer where we're just like, let's just grab all the free stuff. Stuff that has minimal combat. Like, there's a lot of front-loaded stuff in every world. So if we'd spend some time at the beginning just collecting a bunch of stuff, then we're much better off to do the combat that we find later. So that's what we're doing now. We're finding a lot of good tools like Combo Master, Explosion. We have a form already in final form. We need some Keyblades to get Light and Darkness off of Sora so that we don't go into anti-form when we use other forms. I'm continuing this mostly for abilities, but the settings we're playing with are point hints. And each of the important checks that are on the tracker have a point value. And the goal of the randomizer is to collect the 3 proofs and then go through the world that never was and complete the game. The final door to the final fights is locked by the 3 proofs, so we can't do anything until we find that. The proofs are worth 5 points, and Agrabah has 7 points in it. Now, based on the point values of the other items, which are all odd numbers, it's impossible for a proof to be in Agrabah now. So we're probably never coming back to Agrabah.
Yeah.
We're going to hop into here to see if there's any reports early. We're not going to go after Roxas yet. It is likely that we'll have a better tool set for him if we wait. And we know there's no proofs here, so... and we know that because there are 6 points left after a hinted torn page. And since a 5-point item cannot go in to 6 points, based on the other point values, we are safe to put this off for a little while. We're going to continue hopping into each of these worlds. 34 points in line to dragons. It's pretty big. We might want to just push this a little bit further anyway. I don't know. I think we're going to wait a tiny bit. This might be our first like actual push. Hey, we have a gap closer now. Very nice. I need to remember to not go into Twilight Town because these settings do not have the ability to leave Twilight Town early. Okay, we have a lot of good stuff. We're going to take Jack's ethers because he doesn't use them the way we want them to be used. We're going to change this, customize to my preferences. We're going to put on some abilities we've gotten. And we have not gotten a Keyblade yet, which is very unfortunate. Let's, sure. Alrighty. Oh, nope. Grab the chest. There's one behind here. See?
Yeah.
Alright. So the other point values, reports are worth 3 points. Summons, torn pages, and proofs. Oh, yep. I knew I was going to make that mistake. Alright, well.
Something is amiss. It's no use.
Yeah. Alright, I was trying to get some experience there, but I forgot I had Comet, so I mismenued. There we go. That's what we wanted. We wanted to use Dance Call to effectively wrangle these enemies. So there's no proofs here either, but we are still looking for tools like Reflect. Reflect would be pretty big, so we're gonna keep pushing 7s, which is the point value for magics. Forms, like drive forms, are 9 points, and then I think that's everything. I think I said everything, but if I didn't, I will try to restate them again because I want these YouTube videos to be as informative as possible. Usually when I'm on stream, everybody that's watching kind of already knows what's going on, but I wanted to start making some, like if I'm making content for YouTube, I want it to be of a different type, I guess. And I think this makes sense for me to just like ramble about the choices I'm making and like the thought process behind playing Rando, because I know a lot of people are intimidated by starting. So I'll just go over how I'm thinking and what I'm doing. Hey, there we go. Perfect. Love to see it. All right. So that's like the best case scenario. We found a Reflect and a Fire.
Yeah.
All right, we can continue the Cheyenne. Let's go into OC, Olympus Coliseum, and then we will we'll continue hopping into each of these worlds pretty quick. We might skip SP, Space Paranoids, because it cannot have a proof, and we have a Reflect now. I am unsure if I want to do that. Like, getting upgrades on Magic is very good, especially if they're free, like they're early. But yeah, it is unclear to me if we want to push that right now. So if it's unclear, I usually err on, yeah, go ahead and do it. Especially if you're doing this in a casual sense. If you're like racing a specific person and you know they have certain tendencies, you might decide to ignore something that you know they're going to do to try to gain some time and hope that they don't find what they were looking for. But that's a risky thing to do. Olympus Coliseum hasn't really given us much. It's given us Finishing Leap. So our combat tools are very nice. We're gonna skip Twilight Town for now. We want to hopefully find another form so we can level Final Form up a little bit more. Final level 4 is usually the cutoff point for being useful in certain boss fights, unless your magic stat is ridiculous. Okay, so 19 points still in Port Royal. Yeah, let's go ahead and just hop in and grab the 7. Okay, we don't have a finishing plus, I think, is the only, like, big thing we're missing. We're gonna take Tron's Ether and Potion, because we don't want him to use them if we come back here to experience boost later. Let's take the MPA star off. We shouldn't get it. We are still rocking that Light and Darkness Keyblade. We have not found a single Keyblade yet. That is kind of ridiculous. We've opened a lot of chests, and we have not found a Keyblade. We cannot swap our Keyblades around until we find another one to replace it with. Because, like, I think even ideally I would switch Final and base Sora's Keyblades right now. Just so that I don't go into anti-form accidentally, like using an auto form or if I find another form. But can't do that. You have to replace Keyblades. So we're kind of looking for one of those. These cubes can break with a form explosion, so as long as you're anywhere close, you can just go into a form and it'll end the minigame immediately. We're just gonna get some drive-by experience here. It's very minor. It probably wasn't necessary. Okay, free checks in 100 Acre. In my opinion, these don't hurt that much, especially if you start with some movement. And we're still looking for a Keyblade anyway, and a finishing plus. Okay, when we get Magnega. Magnega was early this seed. I hit 100.
Cool, cool. I have not yet.
Okay. I'm racing with Jay Hobbs right now. We decided we wanted to call out every 100 points we collect on the tracker. That's not required in most races. Okay, Agrabah has a reflect. Okay, so yeah, that would have been nice, but we're not going to go and get that. Because we don't know how deep that is. And we already have one, so it's not that big a deal. I'm just gliding around and collecting the chest in the courtyard. Alright, there's a 5 in Timeless River, potentially, so we might want to push this. Now, there's a lot of things that can be 5 points. Not just proofs. Gold Wing. We have a Keyblade. Alright. It's a scan Keyblade. Perfect. Okay, you can have the... Yeah, we're actually going to keep it exactly like that. Alright. Let's do the mini push.
Let's go.
We're going to attempt to push Mini. After the RC, she kind of stays a little static. As long as there's no enemies around, she doesn't like wiggle like that. It's a little hard after she does the pearl to kind of get her back against the wall. I fail at it pretty often, but I think that was a really like average. If you can push Mini, I think that's what you're aiming for. If you do better, great. If you do worse, there's probably little bits to improve, but I think that is like a reasonable push if you're looking to try attempting that. All right, so this, you're just escorting Mini all the way through.
This way.
Mini will stop moving after a while, so even though you're farther away from Mini, she'll just stop and be like, I don't know what to do, you gotta tell me where to go. I'm kind of running ahead of Mini to make sure that like there's space for her to move, and then also baiting out some bolt tower attacks.
This way. Let's go.
Because you are completely invincible when you are using this RC with Mini.
Let's go.
So if you can bait out the attack, you won't get sniped out when you're walking. All right, Genie, and we're done here, so we don't even need to get this torn page. All right, so I think we're gonna skip out on that. We're not gonna go in there. The only thing we could really want is like a finishing plus. This is a 0, so we don't want to do that. All right, so let's go here. We can't use final form here, but it's 34 points, and I'm kind of hoping to find a form before we go into Twilight Town.
Yeah. Gather.
Congratulations. So the order of the missions doesn't really matter if you need to do the rest of the world. This last mission, mission 3, has a pop-up on it. A lot of people like to do this one first just because pop-ups can't have abilities. So if you're looking for things like proofs, there is a slightly higher chance for pop-ups to have what you're looking for. In my experience, it has not mattered that much. You can get 2 chests in mission 1 and 2. And if you're just going based on odds, you probably just want to, if you're looking for 1 item only, then doing mission 1 or 2 first is probably better. But if you're gonna do the entire world, in my experience, it's better to do mission 3 just so that you have that out of the way, and then you can just kind of go mindless for the next 2 waves that are just in this open field. Especially if you have Magnega, you can kind of just kill everything. Okay, there was a cured Space Paranoids. Okay, so we could, if we had gone here and gotten that hint, we probably would have skipped Space Paranoids entirely.
It's over. Yeah.
All right, we are.
Gather.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. So, base game, you aren't supposed to have any magnets here, which is kind of a travesty. But here with Magnega, we can kind of just throw up a magnet and call it good.
Gather. Gather. Gather.
Okay. We don't have quite the magic stat to one-shot those Nightwalkers, which is a little bit unfortunate, but we're doing okay. All right, so here we're just gonna reflect, get some experience. We can throw up a magnet for safety. It keeps the enemies occupied. Then we can glide around and grab these chests. Still looking at 31 points. So, okay, we have a blizzard. That's our first blizzard.
Gather.
It is very likely that there's going to be some stuff in Throne Room for us to get. I'm of the opinion that if you can skip, you should. Okay, Master Form makes me want to skip now. I believe we only have 7 drive though. I might be even this. Oh, we have 6 drive. Okay, yeah, I don't think we can realistically get into the Throne Room with our tool set right now.
Yeah.
Oh my god, please.
Yeah.
Alright. Sometimes the fight can, like, I overestimated how much damage I was doing and kind of got punished for it. So 15 points. It's one of those weird point values that can have a lot of different combinations of items in it. So I kind of just want to push this. I'm unclear if this is correct or not. Honestly, I probably, like, let's talk about options that we have. So if we're looking for proofs, the options that I'm considering right now You know, I'm not gonna do the magnet thing so I can talk. Worlds I'm considering are Port Royal, Beast Castle, Twilight Town, Olympus. Actually, I'm just listing all the worlds that could have proofs at this point. We're 23 minutes in. We have narrowed down a lot of where proofs can be. Actually, let's go ahead and we're gonna just walk over here for a second. I'm gonna mark worlds that can't have proofs. Yeah, I think that's it. All right.
Gather.
So anything that is not like
Gather.
on the tracker in the top left, with anything that's not marked with a no symbol on it, can have a proof in it. And we're missing all 3 proofs still, so I'm just gonna keep pushing in worlds that could have proofs. I think ideally I would have gotten some more experience in that fight, but I'd rather explain what was going on. Actually, we have 2 jackpots. We have a negative combo keyblade. Okay, let's switch that around.
Let's go.
We're gonna try to get Master 2 here while we're around. It's very minor. Probably doesn't matter that much. But if we're here, might as well. There's 24 points on drives. Drives could have a proof still. Let's go ahead and get Master 3.
Let's go. Gather.
So yeah, this is a reasonable place to get some early drive orbs. It's not a good place to grind Master Form, but I think it's a reasonable stop in to just be like, yeah, I can get Master 3 here. For most settings, that is possible. I think that was also possible because we had double jackpot. I'm also using a save warp there to skip gliding down the mountain climb area. I'm not going to skip into Throne Room this seed. I'm just going to fight Shan Yu. And if there's still reason for me to continue into Throne Room, then we'll do that after.
Gather.
Still don't have a finishing plus. I want a double magnet to kind of increase our damage with Magnega, but we don't have a finishing plus. And since Magnet acts as a finisher, we can't actually like combo magnets together. Yeah, I was not going to skip. Let me just do the fight. So now that Ping has decided to show her true self and be Mulan, we can actually use Final Form in Land of Dragons now.
Light. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I wanted to use Training Limit, but I hard menued there. This might kill.
This is it.
I was trying to measure that out to kind of figure out how much damage it would do. Okay, there was a proof here. Okay, so even if you did skip into Throne Room, you were gonna have to fight Shan Yu anyway. There's 10 points in there. It could be 2 proofs. I'm going to guess that it's not. It is increasingly unlikely that that is the case. Item boosts are better there. Let's up our stats a little bit. Let's go ahead and use these boosts. I'm just gonna spam through these. If you start on like whichever one is closest to your drive recoveries, you can just spam all your boosts right away. Let's go to Twilight Town. We could get final up to 4 like we were talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So Torn Pages. That's a 5 off the board. That's actually pretty helpful. Where else can we go after this? All right, we can't shotgun, so let's just go this way. So if you're gonna continue through Twilight Town, this is the route I would recommend going through Tram Common. You come out through this side, you can grab this chest down below. You hop up, grab this chest on the right, and then you go directly into the woods. And you can go around this in a counterclockwise or clockwise order. There's a proof here, so we had to do this. So I'm glad I waited until we can get some more value out of it. Valor Form is in OC, okay. If you have a good enough movement, you can grab this right here. But with Aerial Dodge 1 and High Jump 1, you can grab this ledge, and then you can hop over here. So after you grab that, you can go over here, and then you can grab this one.
Yeah.
Quick run up a little bit if your high jump is pretty bad. And then you glide over here to this last chest in the Tram Common. And then we'll head up to the station. Now, I'm going to use this as a leveling spot for final.
Give me strength.
This fight is one of those fights that ends with you taking enough damage. I hit 200, by the way.
Huh. Yeah. Huh. Huh. Yeah.
Somewhere I haven't.
Yeah. Gather. Ha, gather. Yeah. Gather.
It's a secret. I'll never tell.
Till the end.
Ha, gather.
No, I won't tell that either.
Oh, okay. Chat, STT. Let's go.
Gather.
9-point STT.
You found me out.
Gather. Yeah. Ha. Yeah. Gather. Yeah. Huh.
All right. So there is a strategy there to use Trinity Limit to do a lot of hits really fast. It is not my preferred way to end the fight after you use Final Form, because I am not 100% sure that that does not crash the game. So I would recommend either using Trinity Limit to end the fight or leveling your forms, but not both. But you're the one playing the game. You can make your own choices. All right, so there was a proof here and a lot of reports.
Gather.
So we're one proof away from having to do the bosses, which is not ideal for me because I don't have a finishing plus. And I would prefer to have a finishing plus to do some of those boss fights. As far as the tower here, we have Magnega, so we can probably just spam it.
Gather.
Second chance is on drive somewhere.
Gather. Gather.
So unless it's like on the way, we're probably never getting that. Now, as far as like how we're prepping for the bosses at this point,
Gather.
continuing Twilight Town for a level grinding spot is not the worst idea. There's still 19 points here, so there still could be another proof here. There still could be a proof in LOD, I believe, Land of Dragons. How many 5s do we have in the pool still? How many 5-point items are there left to find or to be hinted?
Yeah.
Okay, we found more torn pages. Okay, so there's one torn page unhinted. There's two summons. So that's 3. And then the proof is 4. Okay. That's interesting. So 4 5s left? And we know there's 1 in OC, because 8 points needs to have a 5 in it. We might be able to figure out where the proofs have to be. We're starting to run out of 3s. We know there has to be 1. Can we just die? Thank you.
Fire!
Must have did a boss fight or something, because that adds up a lot of points usually.
No, yeah. That was it.
And it's usually surprising.
Yeah, that was absolutely it. I definitely didn't find all the items in the.
Oh yeah,
in
yeah.
the game.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep. I like this banter. I'm just being absolutely sarcastic. Okay. So there's a 5 in OC. We know that for sure. And then there's 3 5s left distributed among the other worlds. We only have 4 reports left, and one of them must be in OC along with that 5. So, and 2 of them must be in the world never was. So none of these 9-point chunks can be reports. So then, if there's 2 reports in the world never was, there's 1 report in OC, then there cannot be. I want to say that there can't be 2 5s in Land of Dragons, because then there's not enough 3-point items left to like go into like Port Royal or to drives. Because if there's a 3 on drives, it would have to be 9-7. Okay. No, it's possible. But then where do the 5s go? We have a 5 in OC, and then 3 more 5s to find.
Gather!
Oh, I need to not do that. I can use explosion.
Back off! Yeah! Take this! Yeah! Take this! Give me strength!
Make some room!
Gather!
I'm kind of improvising something here.
Give me strength! Take this!
Genie! Over and out!
Okay. Light!
Make some room!
Gather! Let's go! It's over! Now!
Just trying to find a way to do a lot more damage than what was happening before. All right.
Yeah!
Ah, yeah, that's a mistake. All right, that's on me. I got a little greedy toward the end there. I wanted to get rid of that samurai really quick, but then I saw the RC come up and I didn't press it. So that's on me.
Take this! Take this!
I do think that was my best source of damage. I didn't realize I was in Master Genie.
Gather! Back off!
Genie! Over and out!
There! Yeah!
All right, yeah, let's go ahead and do this again. All right, we're Master Genie this time. So,
Gather!
magnet away from the enemies, and Master will pull them in.
Gather! Back off!
Genie! Over and out!
This is it. Ow.
There we go. That's what I wanted last time.
Back off. Yeah. Yeah. Ow. Take this. Yeah.
And then for safety, we'll just use that. Okay, we got the fire on levels. We have another dodge roll. We lost some points because of the death there, but points don't actually matter. It's just the time to get the proofs.
Yeah.
All right, limit form at a 5. Okay. So we can grab these chests. Oh, trying to get onto this ledge here so we can go over here. Okay, it was Stitch. All right. So we can leave. Let's get our drive back. I'm gonna use a single drive recovery, then use Genie. I'm gonna glide around the Dragoon spawn there. Just grab that chest. Alright. So we have a level grinding spot now. Unfortunately, our level grinding is minimized because we don't have an experience boost. Okay, so there are 3 5s left. One of them must be an OC. And then after that, we have no idea. Let's use these AP boosts. I think we should do Port Royal. We're at the point where like our stats could use a little bit of a bump, and we're probably gonna start wanting to use ethers a little bit more because our magic stats starting to be really good. So we're gonna drop in here to get some money.
It's no use.
I'm trying to pause. Thank you. Okay. This can also have a 5, so I think this is reasonable to do. Probably want to put Blizzard on just for safety. We don't have second chance, which is a little bit unfortunate. Let's we have Shock Charm Plus. We could probably have that on. Do we have a better accessory? We do. Okay. I'm swapping to the Shade Archive there to give me 1 extra magic.
Where are you taking me?
That is probably going to be more important than having a couple of strength points.
It's over. Gather.
Still wish we had a finishing plus. Alright.
Gather.
So,
Give me strength.
just going to use Magnet Drive Explosion to kill that there.
Gather.
Magnets will destroy those in 1 shot.
Yeah. Gather.
Getting more drive-by experience. Alright, we have 1,100 money. So we can buy some ethers. We're gonna quickly yeah, we wanna chase the black pearl.
Gather. Yeah.
Alrighty. It's possible that this part of the video is gonna get claimed. I want to test it for myself, so we'll see. We're gonna reflect for safety there. That RC from the air pirate can happen. All right. Let's do a quick check on abilities. We can also oh, we have an experience boost. Fantastic. Let's get Blizzard on so that we can actually take advantage of that. All right, so we should not get one shot by these quote-unquote crossbow pirates. Oh yeah, we are tanky. All right, we're good. All right, so we're gaining double experience from this. A little bit shaky at the beginning, but I think we're gonna make it. All right, we can also go limit form if we want extra safety. I'm spamming the triangle button as I'm walking to try to get the pirate RC. That way I protect myself a little bit. I'm gonna grab some money.
Oh, I got 300 points.
Hobbs got 300 points because he's a jerk. No, he's not a jerk. Alright. Man, you caught up pretty quick. I still don't have 300.
Well, you know, I probably bought it off. Get like break first.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So with Thunder here, chat, or not chat, YouTube, you can tell I'm used to streaming.
Back off.
You can just kind of one-shot these pirates. I'm summoning Stitch to try to get my MP managed. He is being a jerk and barely licking. When he licks you, you get MP refills. I could have bought my ethers right there. All right, anyway. So these barrels, you just need to launch them off the boat, otherwise they'll explode. The air pirates will try to prevent you from doing that. So you're just pressing the RC next to them, and you launch them off, and then the fight's over. Alrighty, so gliding around to avoid the bullets. There's a chest in there. There's a chest in here. I glide around that to avoid the bullet. Thunder, okay. I think this has to be 7.5. I'm not 100%. I'm trying to do the math on the fly.
Thunder.
So we're just gonna spam some thunders to kill Barbosa.
Thunder. Okay. Thunder.
Okay, there is a 5 here, so yeah, we want to push this. And that also means that it's not a 5 in Land of Dragons, so we were right to not do that. I hit 300. So now we're in the second visit of Port Royal. The enemies are stronger, so they don't get one shot anymore, which is a little unfortunate. But it is what it is. I was able to EXP boost that, kind of unintentionally. You can go into the boat on these ambush fights. They're not required to beat. You can just kind of reset and try to go where you wanted to go again, and the story will continue. All right, so GR1, Grim Reaper 1. We're probably just gonna spam thunders.
Yeah. Thunder. Yeah. Thunder. Give me.
And then we're gonna go into the final form, spam more thunders, and he should be dead, yeah. There's probably faster ways to do that. Like, using Comet from Donald. But, I don't think it'll matter that much. Okay, we have Berserk. So we can actually potentially do something on Zigbar. Fire boost. So there's 3 chests here and 2 pop-ups.
Give me strength.
This is a nobody, so let's get our free final form experience. Okay, last proof is here. So now we have to do the world never was. We have 1 experience boost. I think our strength is close. So I'm gonna go to Space Paranoids and we're gonna try to EFP grind. So let's set this up a little bit. So we don't have, let's put this fire boost on. Let's put another accessory on, okay. And the armor is not gonna do a thing. We already have Shock Charm Plus on. Let's do a double check here. Let's put the fire back on. I don't really like having Blizzard customized. I don't use it as often as I use fire. So I usually swap them out. All right, I'm gonna enter this room. I'm gonna come back out. That way, if I die, I spawn right here. This is why you should be putting Tron on Sora attack. I normally do that, and I think I just forgot to mention it. And yeah, I normally do that. So we want to get hit below half health. We need 1 more hit. That's probably too big. All right. So now we're under half health. We're actually pretty low on health. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use Stitch. Stitch will keep us safe from projectiles in this fight. He'll also give us MP refills. Alright, good. We're one-shotting. This is good. We want to get through the first 2 waves as quickly as possible. That way, the infinite spawning enemies will start. I put on guard break for some reason. I wanted explosion on there. Usually you only want one or the other. I'm trying to delay my attacks now a little bit to let the enemies spawn in. And if you delay too long, you start your combo over again. Okay, so Stitch is gonna ukulele. Then I'm just gonna spam magnets, and hopefully he does his job. He stops doing his job. As it kind of shows, it depends on Stitch, like, actually cooperating, which is not always gonna happen. I tried to get the ether before I went into MP charge there, but I made a mistake. So I'm just trying to do a bunch of damage, and we're above half health now, so I'm just gonna leave. It's not gonna be efficient for me to gain stats there at that point. So we're at 36 strength, which is way more than enough for the world never was. So we're gonna grab the chest here just in case. We have Berserk charge, so getting this cure is going to be helpful when we're in final form. If we don't get it, we don't get it. It's fine. All right, I believe Hobbs might be doing the world never was if he's gaining that many points so quickly, getting like bosses done. So we're gonna speed through. All right, we do not have a finishing plus, which is unfortunate. I'm not gonna put Berserk on yet. I need to buy the ethers. Let's do that. And then a final check if Donald has Duck Flare. He does not have Duck Flare. Oh no, he does. I don't remember when we got that. Oh, it was Agrabah. All right, so yeah, we're actually gonna destroy a lot of things in the world never was. We don't have horizontal slash, which would be like the perfect setup. But this will do. All right, so Roxas, actually, I want
Light. Let's go.
a level on limit form just to make this last a little longer. Let's go ahead and finish this out.
Back off.
So if we somehow finish a limit, we'll get limit 3. Leveling your forms lets you be in the form longer, so that's kind of why we wanted that.
Yeah, this is it. Defense.
All right, I don't have finishing plus. I started muscle memorying a combo that uses finishing plus, so we're gonna have to sit through this move here. And
back off. Defense.
all right, so yeah, we'll option into this.
It's over.
There we go. Okay. Magic. We were doing a lot of magic damage. I think I'm gonna switch over to the scan keyblade because this is for YouTube, and I'm hoping that this will help some people. We're gonna skip chess because there's nothing here other than finishing plus and horizontal slash we would want, and I kind of want to win the race against Hobbs. So let's swap to that scan keyblade. This one, yeah. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna spawn this, and then we're gonna go backward because it does not matter. Because in randomizer, it'll take us to the next story progression, which is before Zigbar. We're gonna turn in our synth materials and get elixir and mega elixir. All right, so now we don't have a finishing plus, so we're gonna have to try to use final form in a way that's a little bit creative. Normally you would wait until final forms does a finisher and you can cancel that with a fire rod or like a fire. We're gonna have to preempt that and have the fire be our finisher.
You clever little sneak.
So hopefully we'll get to that. So we have Duck Flare.
Donald.
We're just gonna do all the damage.
Let's go.
I was trying to reflect the blue laser. All right, let's be a little bit more measured about this. I don't have horizontal slash to make this like super nice. All right, I'm losing points too, so I'm not gonna be able to call out 400.
Gotcha now.
All right, so let's try this again. Let's take this a little bit more casually, a little bit more slow, just to make sure that everything is ready to go and good. I'm gonna prep Duck Flare just in case I need it. So when he's reloading, you can just kind of wail damage on him. If you finish this HP bar, he will go into a second phase. And you don't want that until he does a room transition like this. I like to dodge like this to kind of... Alright. I'm not going to finish Duck Flare, I'm just doing this for damage. So we don't want Mega Duck Flare. Alright, so once we do that, like, swipe outward, we're going to fire. There we go. Easy peasy. 400. Alright. Let's put an accessory on because, yeah, our strength needs some help. Alright, so we're gonna skip the chest here. So there's one on the left there, there's one here, there's one down there in front of us. Alright, so Luxord. Luxord is a little bit trolly sometimes. It's a little bit RNG as well, what he does.
The first to run out of time is the loser. A challenge, is it?
So that's me holding backwards and jumping at the beginning, and then jumping forward to hit him to drain the form gauge on the dice. So you can reflect this minigame.
A challenge, is it? Look closely.
The time cards drain a little bit of time gauge, but not a lot in the story fight.
Look closely.
If I had finishing plus, you could, after the guard break, you could use a fire, thunder or a blizzard to force a retaliation.
Look closely.
All right, so after this, he's gonna immediately attack you. If you had explosion on, you could react to that and just start a loop up. I should take guard break off, by the way. Once his time gauge gets to like the nook on where it says time gauge at the top, he's gonna do his desperation move. If you have guard, you can guard this by locking onto him. But if you have glide, you can just glide. Just dodge around and glide. And he'll very often just spawn behind you. As long as you're moving around in a circle, he won't hit you. So then you want all these to be circles. Oh, this is what happens when you press the cross. You could do nothing, and he will not attack you. So if you mess that up, this is what you can do.
Don't squander your time. Don't squander your time.
If you feel like you are getting impatient, you can bounce toward him like you did at the beginning of the fight.
Don't squander your time.
Thunder! Give me strength!
I'm gonna use limit form there. There was another experience boost here. Okay. So that goes to show you that even though you don't have to do the World Never Was, you might want to do it early, because it might give you good abilities. I'm taking the approach here of like, I have the things I need and I don't need it. So we don't have guard.
500.
Hobbs hit 500.
Do you feel it?
Wow,
The moon's
overachiever, jeez.
Yeah, I'm going for
power. Moon,
2K.
shine down.
So you can dodge roll this. You can reflect it. I'll actually show the reflect at the beginning here. That's probably the safest way to get through this. I didn't
you
take
feel it? The
guard break
moon's
off.
power.
Damn it.
Moon, shine down.
So reflect.
Be gone.
Grab the claymore.
Be gone.
And you just dodge the light pillars. Alright.
I misjudged you.
So you can reflect this. You can do damage.
Back off!
And you'll retaliate. You can do damage like this, just weaving in reflects and other magics, like blizzards and thunders.
No expert.
Take this! Light! There, take this!
You can toss an ether, use limit form to extend out the damage before he goes into berserk,
Take this!
and kill him. That's a little bit more advanced. It takes a little bit of practice to throw an ether and then immediately start a limit in limit form, but it's
Does it
definitely
help
something.
if I say I'm now back under 500?
Nah, because I'm not even close to 500 right now. All right, so Riku's in the party now. Still gonna skip everything. We don't need it. If you're not picking up the chest, these snipers can be easily avoided with glide. And hopefully another video we'll have to actually collect those chests, and I'll kind of show you how I try to deal with it. All right, so Zemnis. I didn't take guard break off again.
Yeah! This is it! This is it! Back off!
So sometimes you can catch him at the beginning there and do some damage. The RC does enough damage to where I'm not even with the time sync, and like most times you're not going to skip this building anyway. You want to skip the following building when Xemnas is at like 1 bar of health. So we're going to try to skip that. So after we do this RC using the third triangle prompt, we're going to hold forward and then we're going to try to knock Xemnas away from the building because the building is trolly. This is reflect, slapshot reflect. I tried to do something and once more killed me. All right, that actually lets me take guard break off because explosion is better right now because our stat for magic is much better. All right. See if we can catch him again. Yeah, we didn't catch him. So even with like the same tool set for like catching him, wasn't caught. So nothing we can do about that. So yeah, once again, you want the third RC here. So 1, 2, 3. The finish RC. This will do the most damage. So same deal. If you have Combo Master and Slapshot, you can do that combo. Okay, he's doing his long attack, so we're gonna Trinity Limit for safety.
It's over. It's over. This is it. Back off.
Okay, so 2 combos there. All right. So he's at under a bar now, so we're gonna go into limit form and we're gonna R's him, and that should kill him. Yeah. Interesting. All right, so last menu before the door, we have ethers. Let's put a Mega Elixir and Elixir on. Riku, you can have ethers as well. We'll leave scan on. Experience boost. All right. In case we get drive-by experience while we're here. I am through the door.
Damn, I just beat Roxas.
Okay.
I died like 3 times to him. That's how I got back under 500.
Okay. I have 4 deaths, but even with that, I don't hit 500.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what I did. Well, so I failed Shen Yu skip, which actually ended up being okay, thankfully.
Yeah, I didn't even attempt.
Oh, really? I absolutely could have done it. I just messed up.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me, it was just, I think a lot of, I went through stuff kind of, like weird stuff kind of early, so like, I don't know if you did OC or not. I went through like, all of OC1.
Oh, I didn't do that. I did LOD first, because it had more points.
Yeah, I did LOD up to the minute fight before I did.
Okay, I just pushed it because it was 15 points, and I was like, you know what? I'll just go to throne room if I need to. I didn't have the second aerial dodge that I have now, so I didn't have enough drive to go into master twice. So I was like, you know what? I guess I'm just gonna go through, and he gave me a proof, and I was like, okay, there's 10 points left there. If there's 2 5s, that seems less likely at this point, based on what the other points were doing. And I hadn't done Twilight Town at that point yet, so.
Okay. I still have 10 as well. I did Twilight Town before, but I don't have a reflect. I'm assuming you don't either.
Oh, I have one.
Oh, you do? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That changes a lot of the scene for me.
I'm actually surprised you don't have one. So.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what I didn't do. Oh, I bet it's in Halloween Town, isn't it?
It sure is.
Yeah, I left it in.
Yeah, doing Halloween Town that early, I'm just like, I still need things, so I'm just gonna continue.
Yeah, I think I was pretty happy about some of the stuff I had already, and on top of that, just figured, oh well, I can always just come back if I need tools and fight. So I didn't end up doing it, but
I realized I probably shouldn't have confirmed that because you were still playing. But...
I'm not leaving the world and everyone's. I've got all my proofs and stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, no, for me it was like I did LOD pretty early just up to the minute fight, but I only had, I think, Master Form and Final at that point.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll just leave for now, see if I get lucky into like Limit Form or something. I went to OC because it could still have a proof and it also had Valor. And I was like, I've got Magnega. It was definitely a little slow, especially once I got to like the Urns and stuff. But Magnaverse was past Urns, so.
Oh.
And then, yeah, I did all of OC1. I did all of Twilight Town like 3. I mean, obviously we had to get that proof first off, but that's where I got Limit Form, and then I went back to LOD.
Okay.
I did Beast Castle up through, like up to Beast 2. I don't know if you did or not.
I actually didn't enter at all.
Okay. Yeah, so it's funny, the things that normally I would do in terms of like doing the Halloween Town fight and not touching Beast Castle would have been the right move this seed.
Yeah. I was planning to go to Beast Castle when I found Valor or Wisdom, and I didn't find either.
Gotcha. Wisdom is in STT. I got a hint about that.
Oh, okay.
Embrace nothing. Hearts of power. Nothingness is eternal.
Looking at my tracker, yeah, I didn't get anything on drives.
Oh, okay. I mathematically eliminated drives.
Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, like I have second chance hinted, and that's it.
Yep, I didn't get second chance, annoyingly. Wouldn't have died to Roxas if I had that. But I got... hold on, fighting Luxord.
Anger and hate are supreme.
I got a fire and torn pages on there, and so it became a 7 value between that and the hint.
Yeah.
Oh, selected as an EXP. I never set foot in Space Paranoid, so I'm guessing you probably did.
I screens grinded.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't notice I had an EXP boost until way late. I just don't know if I got it until late.
Whenever you did Port Royal.
Yeah, I did Port Royal late, and I kept, like, basically I kept ending up in a world and going like, oh, I meant to do Port Royal before this. And then did that like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
Defense.
Uh-oh, what?
Why don't you vanish?
Fire! Defense. Out of my way. Is that all you got?
Oh, I thought he did.
I'll take him. Oh, that's it. Defense. Out of my way. Is that all you got?
Alright, GG.
GG. I just beat Sykes. I'm not too far behind y'all things considered. This was definitely a very swingy seed, I think.
Yeah.
with how the proofs were distributed. It like, I think that I should have done Port Royal. So the main two worlds I was like, oh, I want to do Port Royal before this, and then like kept going to them and forgetting, were Beast Castle and OC. So
Oh yeah.
that would have pretty much done it. But yeah. Yeah, I think this is one that like you could play a few different ways. But if you follow the big points, you pretty much are on the right track on this one.
Yeah. LOD, Twilight Town are the big points, and then Port Royal is the only like.
It was still like pretty good points wise.
It's the same as Beast Castle, or
Okay.
very close to OC if you didn't have the hint for Valor. So yeah, I could see it going either way there, and then Drives could have had it too, and could have been a form seed. So
Yeah, it was a lot of worlds were eliminated quite quickly though.
Oh,
in
yeah,
this
yeah.
for sure.
yeah, 100%. So I'm going to end the YouTube recording here. Thanks everybody for watching. Hopefully we'll have some more of these in the future where we can continue to talk about the decision making and the gameplay and the like how to do certain fights. And I'm hoping that's what this channel can be, just more like a repository of stuff for people to start learning more about Rando. So yeah, thanks everybody.